Hey Taurus, welcome to your monthly reading. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Check out your other placements for additional messages, as this is a general reading. Messages may or may not apply, so just take what resonates and leave what doesn't for the next person. I can be picking up on someone around you or someone you could be dealing with, so you might have to swap the roles. And if this reading doesn't resonate right away, it may be something that happens down the line. If you guys like, you can keep it in your back pocket or come back at a later time. We're going to take a look into what messages need to come through for you guys for this upcoming month, see what you guys could be currently dealing with or what you can expect down the line, get some insight, wisdom, guidance, overall see what's going on for you guys. Hope you guys are doing well, and let's get into this reading. Also, I did create an Instagram, so if you guys are interested, you can go give me a follow at Jadestone Tarot. And as I was getting into your energy, it was the weirdest thing. They didn't show me much, but it was like, first of all, I was getting nauseous. Like, it felt almost like motion sickness. So I don't know if that resonates for someone out there. Maybe you experience motion sickness a lot, or you've been feeling that recently, or in February, or whenever you come across this, you might be feeling more nauseous than usual. I don't know what that was about. And like, they kept showing me like spinning, going in circles. Like, it was not really any image. It was just more of like the feeling of spinning around or going in circles, like a loophole almost. Like, I don't know, they didn't give me like exact clear images. It just felt like going in circles. So maybe you guys have been in like a repetitive cycle, or you guys have been confused, or you feel like your head's in the clouds, or like, I don't know, it was the weirdest energy. They didn't tell me much about that. That's all I felt. So we're gonna just see what comes out. But let's get some animal oracle messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next month. What's going on for Taurus, please? Messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. The cosmic egg coming out. Well, there is a completion of a cycle. Messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. The buffalo. Okay, yeah, overcoming obstacles here, or challenges, bumps in the road, hurdles, things like that. Overcoming. We'll take this one. Butterfly. Wow, major transformation over here. Also, we do have that stack, but I'm not going to take that because it was way too many, okay? So, the cosmic egg, buffalo, and butterfly. So, you guys are going through some pretty uncomfortable shit, and I just posted on my Instagram, actually, this TikTok video of someone describing the transformation of a butterfly and how uncomfortable that is. It's interesting. I'll have to put the TikTok somewhere, and I'll link her username, because I was like, damn, I feel like as if you guys are going through some major transformation. And with that being said, you guys are going through a lot of uncomfortable shit, being pushed to your limits, literally to your fucking breaking point, where you may want to quit, you may want to give up, you may be struggling and going through such a dark time. I did also see that when I was meditating. It was a quick glimpse. It was like I was in like a dark kind of cave, and there was like a light beam coming down, and there was a bear, like a tiny little bear. I don't know, man. It almost looked like a teddy bear, but it was a bear, and it was running towards the light, or crawling towards the light. Oh my god, my dog is like snoring really loud, so I apologize if that's distracting in the background. It's kind of distracting for me. So there is this energy of you guys being somewhere dark, or almost like Dark Night of the Soul energy I'm picking up on. And it's like you guys are being pushed to your absolute limit, like your breaking point. And you're like, as soon as you think something's over, it's like, nope, you're being pushed even further. There's so much more growth and expansion that needs to happen. It's extremely uncomfortable. It may be extremely painful. You might be going through a lot of heavy shit right now, and you're like wondering, when is the end? Well, I do feel like the end is on the horizon from this discomfort that you're going through. You're going through lots of changes internally and externally, and you're needing all the support you can get, seriously. Especially for those who are struggling and going through a hard time, you're needing to rely on some people to, help be that rock, that anchor to keep you standing strong. Just surround yourself with good, positive, high vibe energy if you can. You're gonna make it out alive, okay? I know right now it may not seem like it. You guys are going through the storm, but let me tell you that there is calm after the storm. There is a rainbow after the rain, after the storm. I promise. And I know right now it may feel like it's never going to happen and that it's not realistic, or that it's hard to, stay positive about the future. You're allowed to feel what you're feeling. Just know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Even if you don't see it right now, there's so much that's changing, but this is necessary, and I feel like a lot of this is out of your control, and the only thing you can really do is surrender to it and have trust. The time is almost up. This chapter is almost over. It's like you are being pushed to your breaking point so that you can come out on the other side better than ever. And I know you may not see it right now, but just hold on tight, stay strong, rely on those who anchor you, support you. You know, really try to take care of yourself and be kind to yourself, especially through these changes. You're needing extra love and support, not only from those around you, but also coming from yourself. And I know that may not be the easiest for some of you, right? Some of you may struggle with that, but it's like you're needing to cut yourself a little bit of slack and do some things that are going to be positive for yourself, like such as getting into some sort of meditation practice, working out, eating healthier, even just going to bed earlier, getting into some sort of schedule that's really going to help center and ground you, especially through all these changes. You can make some things in your life a constant, like, you know, consistent schedule, wake up at this time, go to sleep at this time, and this is what you plan for the day, especially if you're going through a lot of changes. At least that gives you some kind of focus. It'll give you some sort of direction. Now, of course, some of you may be having a difficult time focusing because there's so much going on. There's so much on your mind, and it's overwhelming. And plus, the butterfly is air element. So this talks about and represents your mind, right? Your thinking, what's going on up here. And so your mind might be clouded. That might be why I was picking up on this dizzy, circling, going in circles kind of energy. Like you can't really see things because everything's just blurry, motion sickness, right? And it's overwhelming, but you're gonna overcome this. This right now, whatever you're going through, is a hurdle, a big ass hurdle, right? It might not just be a little jump in the road. It might be like the biggest mountain you ever have to climb, but this is almost coming to an end, almost over with that cosmic egg energy. Now, it doesn't mean that your journey is over. It doesn't mean that you're done and you're over and that's it. No, there's much more to come, and I know you probably don't want to hear that right now, but just know that this cycle or this chapter that you are currently going through is not going to last much longer, and that you're almost at the end of this painful chapter of your life. I promise, like, so close, don't give up, and you are highly protected, highly supported, and watched over by your guides, angels, loved ones. You are never, ever alone, and you are always guided, even during times when you feel like you're not. You are. Fuck, man. I'm like, so it's an intense energy. It kind of feels heavy in my chest, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna get some water. I mean, I suggest you do the same because we may need it in this read. So I'm gonna get the book, but yeah, literally all three of these cards, major transformation. And for other people looking in on what you're going through, it might not seem that big of a deal because they're not in your shoes. Just as we look at a caterpillar turn to a butterfly, we're like, oh, that's simple, that's easy. It probably isn't that bad, but we don't really know because have you been a caterpillar? Did you turn into a butterfly? Not in this life, at least, right? So how can you say it? How can you discredit how it might feel? You don't know. You never really know. So, the cosmic egg, oh my goodness. Anyways, and that represents the crown chakra. So the cosmic egg is completion, harmony, and the infinity within the infinity. The cosmic egg is the final card in the journey of the animal spirit deck, and it represents the unfolding of cosmic consciousness. The state emerges after we've tried a path for quite some time, and through self-effort and grace, we experience self-realization. A sense of contentment and oneness spontaneously arises within us, and the veils of our self-limiting beliefs are lifted. When the essence of the cosmic egg has not been activated, we may feel as if we'll never get there, or that we travel alone, disconnected from others. Even if our encounter with this card is brief, appearing as a momentary glimmer or flash of interconnectedness, its potent energy stays with us. The cosmic egg is the remedy for fragmentation of modern life. It's through the power of this card we're reminded of the cosmic contract written at the beginning. We hold on to life, and life holds on to us. The journey is complete, but it doesn't end. This represents your 7th chakra, resides at the crown, at the top of the head. The buffalo. Grounded yet heavenly, practical yet spiritual. The hooves of the mighty buffalo are grounded in the earth, yet its heart and mind rise towards the heaven. The buffalo sees challenge, hardship, or a bump in the road as an opportunity for upliftment. Therefore, the buffalo does not fear death, illness, or misfortune. Its gentle eyes look towards the road ahead, trusting every turn. May we all experience this elusive yet life-changing bliss from time to time, and may we allow this card to remind us that life is a precious gift. When in balance, trusting and pure presence. When out of balance, restless and lacks gratitude. And to bring into balance, prayer and bhakti. Try to have more gratitude. And I know it's not always easy, especially if you're going through a really dark time and you might even be depressed or, it's very dark. You're in a dark place. How can you stay positive when you're, you feel like there's no point or, you've hit rock bottom, right? And it's hard to stay positive. It's almost impossible. But just to recognize the little things that do matter, such as having a roof over your head, a meal to eat, water to drink, a bed to sleep in, the little things that we take for granted, because sometimes we gotta remind ourselves that sometimes, and that doesn't mean that we can't be feeling the ways we feel, right? 100% we're allowed to be feeling these ways, not trying to discredit anybody's feelings, but to just try to have a little bit more gratitude about the little things in life that we tend to overlook, including myself. God, we are blessed. We need to still try to find the light in the dark. And that's not always the easiest. But if you can challenge yourself to at least look around you right now. Is there one thing, find one thing that you are grateful for. One thing. It can be small, big, it really doesn't matter. Grateful for this blanket to also keep me warm. It's nice, it's soft. The little things. And it might seem stupid, but it's actually everything. Because if it wasn't for this blanket, bitch, I'd be cold. I wouldn't be as comfortable, to always have some sort of gratitude. And sometimes you gotta remind yourself that. Butterfly, undergoing great change and transformation. The energy of the butterfly is with us during periods of transition. Since air is the element of the heart, this change usually involves relationships, or if you love your job, perhaps your career. Since transition is accompanied by some amount of discomfort, be extra patient and kind during this time, especially if the butterfly is you. Let solid friends and activities support you like a cocoon. Committing to one daily routine, a meal, practice, or prayer done at the same time and place will do wonders for lifting a butterfly's spirit. When in balance, cheerful, graceful. When out of balance, fragile and frustrated. And to bring into balance, daily routine. So committing to one daily routine, whatever that is for you, stick to it, commit to it, make that a moment where you can carve out time for you, to connect with yourself, to do something positive for yourself. Taurus, man. I don't even know this read. I just feel weird right now, but we'll just go with it. Maybe it's Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde. It's fucking up my speech, y'all. Got me fucked up. Alright, let's get into this. Messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. For the month coming up, what messages do we have for Taurus, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Any messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month coming up? Any messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this month coming up? What's going on for Taurus, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We have the adjustment, Libra energy. Any messages for Taurus? We have two cards coming out. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, along with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay. The Two of Swords, decision. Also double Libra energy. We also have the Fool and the Eight of Cups. Walking away from something. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands in reverse, the Sun, and the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, okay. You guys are walking away from something finally, once and for all. And maybe that's like the final nail in the coffin. That's what I heard. Final nail in the coffin. That's what this decision's about, this Two of Swords. So there's a situation, this probably has to do with this hurdle that you're trying to get over. You feel very frustrated, you feel very stuck, you feel very ungrounded regarding a situation. There's some sort of imbalance you're experiencing. And for whoever I'm picking up on, you're feminine side, we all carry masculine and feminine energy, but your feminine energy within you is out of balance. So whether you have not been allowing yourself to express freely, whether you have been ignoring or suppressing your emotions, your feelings, something about your feminine side has been neglected or ignored or shut down, and it's causing a lot of blockages within you, and it's causing a lot of frustrations and delays and struggles, and making things a lot more difficult to deal with, to handle, for whatever reason. We have adjustment coming out, which is telling me that there is going to be some sort of balance being brought to the table. There are consequences to every little action that you take, every little thing that you do. There is an action that comes from it, okay? Just as anyone who has crossed you, good and bad, has a reaction as well, and they get what comes their way just as you get yours. So if there has been any wrongdoing in the past, if you had to walk away from something, or something triggered you on this path or made you feel a certain way, and this may have to do with whatever this hurdle is that you're going through, the struggle that you're going through, there will be justice. There will be a reckoning. Ooh, what? I heard there will be a reckoning. Okay, interesting energy. Just know that everything that's happening right now leads to something bigger. I don't know if that's good, is that bad? We'll find out when we clarify. I'm a little bit scared, but you know what? That's just me. That's just my own energy coming through. It has nothing to do with this reading, okay? If there is a decision coming up, it's recommending to make a logic-based decision rather than one based from emotions. There is probably a decision on walking away from something with the Eight of Cups coming out here. So leaving something behind, something you invest a lot of time, energy, and emotion into. I'm getting that your emotions are stagnant in some areas, and in other places it floods, or like that, certain that has to do with this imbalance, right? And I was saying your feminine energy that you carry within you, whatever you identify as, it doesn't matter, there's an imbalance, and with there being an imbalance, that also is highlighting that in some areas there's no emotion, it's completely dry, like a desert, and then in other places it just floods. Like there's certain things, certain topics that are extremely triggering to you. And it's like as soon as someone says something or you get reminded of something, you hit this point and like you have a hard time trying to control it, right? Anyways, I'm just kind of getting that with the Eight of Cups. As you can see, some cups are empty and other cups are flowing over the top. So there is a major imbalance here. Anyways, you're choosing to walk away from something. There's a decision that you're walking away from a situation that probably feeds your imbalance here. So you're leaving something behind and entering into something brand new. The Fool. I like to see that, okay, right? With that cosmic egg, ending of a chapter and entering into something new with the Fool. Aries energy as well as Aquarius. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands in the reverse, the Sun, and the Knight of Swords in reverse, also the Five of Cups and the Seven of Cups. Ooh. So there, like I was saying, this energy of confusion, or I was picking up on this not sickness, but this nauseousness, this motion sickness is kind of what I was feeling. Even in my head, I felt like, as if I was going in circles. There's something that you're confused about, or you were confused about, but it's looking as if you got some sort of clarity or answers. Okay. We do have a full moon in Leo coming up on the 28th, so maybe this is relating to that, like, because the sun is Leo energy, and we do have full moon in Leo coming up. Perhaps it's going to be bringing some things up and illuminating them, or illuminating things within you. But it's as if with the Nine of Wands in the reverse and the Knight of Swords in the reverse, as if something comes to a complete halt, a complete standstill. You just drop something and you walk the other way, and you don't look back. And there is a lot of heaviness, there is a lot of sadness that you carry within your heart with the Five of Cups. I'm sorry, it's overexposed. Five of Cups. So there is a situation that you're dealing with where you're very upset over, you're very heartbroken over something that happened. And this may have been recent, this may have been something in the past, it really doesn't matter. But it's obviously something that left you feeling confused, but it's looking like you got some sort of clarity. And when you get this clarity, whatever this is, whether it's coming from within you or about this situation or this individual or a relationship of some sort, it gives you the okay or like the green light to leave it behind or walk away. As heartbreaking, as devastating, as difficult as it may be, it's like the final nail in the coffin. That's literally what I just am feeling. Like, this is it. Like, there's no going back. There's no turning back. You can only keep moving forward. Because look at this Two of Swords. Once you make a decision, you're at a crossroad. You can go left or right. Once you make that decision, you can't go back. I mean, you could if you so chose. But from what I'm feeling is like, once you make your mind up, you're sticking to it. And you're very firm with what you say. You're not the type to like flip and flop. I'm not getting that here. Okay, and that was at the bottom. We'll keep that. Yeah, we'll keep these out just to reference later on. Okay, so we're gonna clarify and get some details. Which deck should I use? I'll just use just a classic Illuminati deck. Wait. Gotta knock on it to clear that energy out. We got Five of Cups coming out again. Okay, so I'm gonna look into this Two of Swords. What this decision is for not Libra, Taurus. Some of you may be dealing with a Libra. That noise my dog made. Maybe that's confirmation for some of you. Tell me the Two of Swords for Taurus, Sun, Rising, Venus. I feel like, because I just did Libras not too long ago. Some of you may have Libra placements in your chart. I'm trying to remember Libras. I don't remember. Once I do readings, they're out of my mind. They're gone. They don't stick with me. But I think Libras was like... I don't know. It doesn't matter. Okay. Anyways, Two of Swords. Two of Swords for... Not Libra. I wanted to say Libra. Taurus. Try the Two of Swords for Taurus, Sun, Rising, Venus. If I can shuffle, that didn't count. Two of Swords... for Taurus, Sun, Rising, Venus, for the month coming up. Try this decision. What's this decision for Taurus, Sun, Rising, Venus? Try the Two of Swords for Taurus, Sun, Rising, Venus. Oh, the Three of Swords. This is a very difficult decision that you are making. It breaks your heart. But like I said, with the adjustment coming out, whatever this decision is, you're needing to make a logic-based decision rather than one based off emotions. That's what's going to benefit you in the long term if you make a decision based off your emotions, right? They always say never make a permanent decision based off temporary emotions. And even though right now these emotions, they might be with you for a while or they've been with you for a long time, it's still temporary, right? You're not going to feel like this forever, although it may feel like it is. It won't. Guarantee one day you'll come back and you'll look back at this situation. You may not feel the same way, or it will be lessened, right? Emotions don't last forever. They're temporary. But yeah, this decision is very difficult for you to make. It's very heartbreaking. It's very... just like, your heart just sinks, whatever this decision is. Start the... Let's see. Lovers in the reverse and the Devil. Oh, this is some toxic shit. This is some toxic shit over here. Okay, whether this was a relationship of some sort, doesn't always have to be romantic. For some it was. For some this was major ending in a romantic relationship or a relationship where you were intimate or serious with someone or you committed to someone. Someone maybe was non-committal to you or had other options, or maybe there were some sort of addictions. Something about this connection was toxic, but it was also, something about it was also addicting. Like you couldn't let it go. Like there were lots of lows. There were low lows and there were high highs. When they was high, everything felt great. It was like a movie. It was perfect. It was picture perfect and everything you ever wished and dreamed for. But when it was low, oh, that shit was bad. It was toxic. It was draining. It was painful. And so that's what made it so hard. It gave you such a high during the good times that you longed for it. And you craved it, or I don't know, like this is just kind of what I'm getting, Taurus, is just like something about this connection. You know that it's not good for you, you know that it's caused you a lot of pain, you know that, but at the same time, it's like your heart still wants it, even though you know it's bad for you. And so you're needing to make like a logic-based decision rather than one based off emotions. And it's really heartbreaking. It's really hard. It's really devastating. Look, Two of Swords in the reverse. Decision made up. Double confirmation. Princess of Swords and Temperance in the reverse. There is major imbalance in this connection. This brought out almost the worst of you is what I'm feeling from this. Like, whoever this was brought out the imbalances within you. Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, both in the reverse, was not a good influence on you. There is, from what it looks like, there's blocks in communication, or there's very little to no communication. There could be separation, distance, physical distance, of course, but something about this is just not balanced at all. At all. And so it looks like you made up your mind, Two of Swords in the reverse, after a period of being stuck at a crossroad, unsure. This could also be Sagittarius energy. We also have Gemini and Capricorn coming out. So just telling you the signs. Okay. Let's look into adjustment. Adjustment for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Talking about adjustment for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Talking about adjustment for Taurus for this next month. We have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, you guys are still heavily burdened from this. It weighs heavy on your mind, your heart. It's like, you know, you find it difficult to carry on with your life, day-to-day life, because this weighs so heavily on your mind. You get distracted because it's on your mind. You look like you can't seem to focus on things or get things done because your mind is somewhere else. Tell me, can I speak? Mercury fucking retrograde, y'all. Hasn't even gone retrograde, and yet it's so messed up my speech. Tell me about adjustment for Taurus. Ace of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, like the flame just keeps getting blown out, or like there's nothing burning left. Princess of Swords. So there still is a bit of lurking, or like whether it's you or someone is lurking on you, like whoever this individual is that you're trying to break away from. There's no communication. Whether you're keeping tabs on them, they're keeping tabs on you, or you both are mutually keeping tabs on one another. It really doesn't matter. There still is this energy lingering. There's still this lingering tie that you feel, or someone feels. Let me see. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles, Two of Wands in reverse, Alchemist, Four of Pentacles. Yeah, there still is this energy of kind of like attachment or holding on. You're trying not to, you're trying to let go, but it's kind of difficult to. Anyways, so we'll get to the bottom after. So clarifying the adjustment card, Justice energy, Ten of Wands, the burdens you're still carrying, still real heavy. It's still pain, it's still on your mind, it's still weighing heavily on your mind. And it's like you're just wanting to release it, you're just wanting to cut the crap out. There's no passion you feel towards this anymore. There is no spark, there is no chemistry really anymore. It's died down, it's over and done with. But yet at the same time, there's still this energy of thinking / wondering / keeping tabs, or vice versa, keeping tabs on you, right? With this Princess of Swords. Or like wanting to know if this person's gotten their karmatic justice. And so that could be why you're keeping tabs, if you are. Seven of Pentacles, Two of Wands in the reverse, and Alchemist. So we have this decision, Two of Wands with the Seven of Pentacles, which we just talked about that with the Two of Swords. So this is the decision that we just talked about, okay? You guys spent a lot of time thinking and contemplating before making the decision to walk away. Because at the end of the day, that's the decision, was that you guys chose to walk away from this or lay this to rest for your own peace of mind, because clearly it was weighing so heavily on you. Anyways, so you spent some time thinking, contemplating about what to do moving forward. Well, then you had looked at all your options, Alchemist, and now it's like, okay, how am I moving forward? Well, this is relating to that Fool energy. After walking away, Eight of Cups, Fool and the Alchemist, this is what I'm talking about, okay? So basically, some of you are finding out that this person's receiving their karmatic justice, right? What goes around comes around, always does, in all forms. Every single thing, every single action has a consequence. And it may not happen today, may not happen tomorrow, or a week from now, may take its time, sweet old karma, but it always comes around. And perhaps maybe you were keeping tabs, waiting to find out or waiting to hear the news that this person got what they deserved, okay? And then also you were spending some time thinking, contemplating, how am I moving forward using the wisdom that I have now, today, from this experience? How am I moving forward? Well, to be honest, I don't really feel like looking into the Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I just feel like this is you guys in this imbalance state. You won't be in this forever. It is temporary, although it may feel like it's been a long time. You do have the power to change that, but it may not be the easiest, and you may need a little extra helping hand, and that's nothing you should be ashamed of. You may need some support from your friends, family, or even professional help, and nothing's wrong with that, and you should never be embarrassed or ashamed about that. I'm just saying, for those who resonate with that, or have been contemplating, maybe I should go see a professional or a therapist, or get some help, or see a doctor, I don't know, but just something like that. You never know, and it may really help you in the long term. It may really benefit you. Anyway, so you made up your mind after thinking, contemplating, weighing out your options. You're like, you know what, this is weighing heavily on me. I need to let this go and make peace, because this is just so toxic. I'm obsessing over it. It's on my mind. I can't seem to break away from this. This is just occupying all my space, my time, my energy, my emotions, and I can't do this anymore. And it's literally hurting my head. So you chose to walk away. 8 of Cups. You got some sort of clarity here, Sun. Devastating, painful, heartbreaking, but it's what allowed you to move forward and walk away. So I want to look into this Fool and see what you guys are walking into, or what this new energy is about. Tell me about the Fool for Taurus, Sun, Rising, Venus. Tell me about the Fool for Taurus, Sun, Rising, Venus for this month coming up. Tell me about the Fool, please. Tell me about the Fool for Taurus. Tell me about the Fool for Taurus, Sun, Rising, Venus for this month coming up. Tell me the Fool. We have the 7 of Wands. Tell me the Fool for Taurus, Sun, Rising, Venus for the month coming up. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Damn. 6 of Wands in the reverse. Okay. Bottom of deck, 4 of Wands, Judgment, and 4 of Swords, as well as 6 of Pentacles. Okay, that's at the bottom. So, in this new direction, or in this new beginning, I can't help but feel like this new beginning. Oh, you know what? You know how I was saying I got that image when I was meditating on your energy of like a bear seeing this light shining into a cave and it moving towards the light? I'm getting major bear energy from the Animal Oracle deck, so I'm gonna actually try to find it, because I feel like that's fitting. I feel like as if there will be some obstacles, and it's not. There we go, bear. I'm gonna read the bear passage from the book, because I feel like this is so symbolic for you guys. There's this new beginning. There is this new energy. The bear, I think, is the first card in the Animal Spirit deck, actually. So there is this new beginning, but it's uncomfortable, and it's not always easy, and it does require a lot of hard work and discipline. And I do feel like with that 7 of Wands coming out, there may be some setbacks, there might be some fights, there might be some people trying to stop you or get in the way or prevent you from fully moving forward. There might be some haters, 6 of Wands in the reverse. There might be lots of eyes on you, lots of attention, and lots of shade being thrown at your way. more obstacles trying to stop you from fully stepping into your power and blossoming into who you truly are. I do feel like, you know, there's lots of different external sources. It may not even just be one specific situation or relationship or toxic thing in your life. It might be a whole group of things combined into one, and that's just like kept you so low for such a long time. And like, as you guys are trying to pick yourself back up, there's a lot of things being thrown at you and getting in the way and like trying to push you back down, and you're going to somehow find the strength and the courage to keep going and to keep pushing. There will be moments where you fall, King of Pentacles in the reverse, moments where you want to quit, moments where you feel not stable, not strong. And that's where you're going to need to surround yourself with those who do love and support you. Alright? And I know it's not going to be the easiest process, and I'm not going to bullshit and be like, it's all going to be okay, it's all sunshine, rainbows. No, bitch. That's not realistic. You will push through this if you so choose. It ain't going to be easy, though. It's not going to be easy, and I know you don't want to hear that, but that's what I'm getting. But what will help you to make this process easier, right? Because let's be real, life is not all sunshine, rainbows, and happiness. It's not always going to be easy in a straight direction, A to B. We go from A to G to X to Y to B to C. You know, like we go all over the map. It's not just like straight line, unfortunately, right? Don't we all wish it was that easy? Well, unfortunately, that's just not how it is. Anyways, what will help you on this new direction, on this new journey, as you are being thrown all these, what am I getting, like, you know, imagery of like people throwing tomatoes at the person on the stage? Why am I getting that? Like, you're trying your best to shine bright and to stand up and to push through, and people are just like, boo, right? But they're just fucking haters. Don't let those bitches tear you down, Taurus. Anyways, what's going to help you, I keep getting sidetracked, what's going to help you to push through? To focus on your own inner peace. Judgment with the Four of Swords. Focus on your own inner peace. Other people's opinions do not matter. And I know it may not be easier said than done to just ignore what they're saying, but at the end of the day, they don't know you like you know yourself, and their opinions do not define you. Other people's views do not define you. At the end of the day, you do have the decision on who and what you give your power away to. And I know that's not always easy, but the first step to recognizing that is by realizing, wait, I have the power to not let these things affect me. I have the power to unlearn certain things, the uncertain mindsets, to, you know, stop seeking validation from external forces and worrying about other people's opinions on me. Like, searching for validation within you, your own inner peace. And once you get comfortable with that, and that's a process itself, and that all has to do with more healing, and I know, like, it's nonstop, and I'm sorry, right? But this is what's coming out. Then that's what's going to help you get to this place of stability and peace and bliss in your life. Four of Wands. So it looks like there will be people trying to come at you, right? And you're going to have to defend yourself, and you're going to have to stand strong and tall and proud and confident, and never let these people tear you down. Even if it hurts, do not let them know. Do not give them a reaction. Do not feed them, because they feed off a reaction from you. There are blood-sucking vampires, these little leeches, okay? I'm just saying. I'm not trying to laugh either. I'm not trying to, like, make this all funny and jokes and shit, because you guys are trying to move towards a really good time in your life, and there's all these little assholes trying to keep you back because they see the potential, right? Because the cosmic egg, there's the snake, and the snake represents your highest potential. And they see that, they can smell that, they see that you could be so big and do great things, and they want to tear you down because they smell that potential, and they're like, we can't let Taurus do that. That's not part of the plan. We got to keep him down. We got to keep him drowning. And you're trying to break away from this shit. And it's not easy. And so with the bear, this is new energy. And I was feeling that energy, and I forgot to pull it out until now. And I'm going to read the passage from the book, and then we're going to pull some Tikashi messages, okay? So the bear, and this is the very first card in the Animal Spirit deck, okay? So this is the very beginning, the final card in the Cosmic Egg, and so with every ending brings a new beginning, and I was feeling this bear energy. So bear is waking from spiritual slumber and beginning anew. After a long winter, the bear arises from deep slumber. At first, the movement and effort are difficult, but the bear knows it's time to awaken and move towards the dawning light. The bear card represents an individual on the cusp of new directions and personal transformation. The initial weeks and months of this spiritual quest may feel tricky, cumbersome, and full of obstacles, but you have no choice, bear. Winter wanes and the warmth of spring emerges. Your transformation begins. When in balance, inner strength and yearning to grow. When out of balance, withdrawal, lethargy, and heaviness, and to bring into balance, movement and exercise. So get your body moving, get your body grooving. Perhaps that has to do with your daily routine, with that butterfly energy, getting to some sort of daily routine, exercising, routine or meditation routine, but definitely get your body grooving, especially if you're feeling tired. Get vitamin D, take some supplements if you are lacking in any of those areas, but vitamin D, right? Because we get that from the sun, and for those who are in winter right now, including me, we ain't getting it that much unless you're lucky and you can go outside and it's not freezing cold. For me, it is, so I've been stuck indoors because this shit is cold, bitch. So if you've been lacking like me and you haven't been getting much sunlight, vitamin D, get your nutrition, get your vitamins, okay? Eat well, drink enough water, take care of yourself, stay hydrated, that's very important, and get your body moving and grooving, okay? Movement and exercise, even just putting on your favorite tunes and just dancing in your room. Okay, so let's get some Tikashi messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this month. Any Tikashi messages for Taurus regarding this reading for this upcoming month, please? We actually have a card coming out. Support, literally though. I had a feeling this card was going to come out, to be honest. Which it came out just a couple days ago on my poll for my Instagram. If you want, you can go give it a follow. Jayne Tarot, I already said that. Rhythm. And what did I tell ya? Put on some tunes and dance to your favorite music. Okay, so support. Giving support and allowing support expands who you are. Do not see requiring support as failure. Ask for support when you need it, but do not abuse the support of others. You are an integral link to the chain of all beingness. Everything and everyone is connecting. Nothing works in isolation. Allow support to reinforce your strengths. Be encouraged to support yourself in your endeavors. And then we have rhythm. Now is the time to celebrate. Feel your heartbeat and the rhythm of life. In movement and flow, everything has cycles and rhythms. Feel and know you're part of this rhythm to the core of your being. Get in touch with your inner self. Do not let disharmony interrupt your rhythm and flow, but dance your dance and sing your song with joy, and others will be infected with the delight of it. Okay, Taurus? Whew. So that is what I got for you guys for this upcoming month. I know it was a bit intense read, but I do hope that you found this insightful. And if you did, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys are interested, you can go give my Instagram a follow at Jayne Tarot. And with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.